Okay, I'm back.
Tell him I said hi.
Boy.
Tell who
And
you
even though
said
he
hi.
doesn't know me,
He knows Ilya, at least by name.
well,
No,
he
he said
doesn't
even
know
though he doesn't
me
know
at
me.
all. So say hi,
Yes,
say
he
hi
does.
from me too. No, he doesn't know me.
Yes, he does.
How does he know
You
me?
don't know me!
I met.
Because I tell him about most of the people that I game with.
You tell him about me?
I said most, not ever.
Oh.
Everyone except Shira.
Oh my god. Ilya, come on.
Kill them all, Shakes! Kill them all! Kill them with fire!
Come along, Shakes!
That's what I expect Logi's Lalafell to sound like. The bleh.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's one for Shira.
Yeah.
What? What kind of weapon do you have?
I have bombs. I'm an
Oh,
alchemist
right.
again.
But you're not a
Oh,
goblin.
there's room for
No,
all
I'm
of you.
not
Have
a,
a seat.
I'm not a goblin.
Wait, shh, guys.
Well met. Welcome. Ew, no.
No!
Ew, no.
That's the one I need.
Hey, you didn't hear this from me, but you might want to check out back.
Okay, I'm switching over back.
Bye.
I'm not gonna say bye because you were rude before.
I mean, he's gonna come back anyways.
I know.
Oh god.
Fucking, what was it? Ah, shit, what is it? Insidious. Boom!
I'm gonna go fucking eat cereal in the meantime over here. Actually, I'm just gonna take you guys with me. You're gonna hear
Sam.
me eat
Here you
cereal.
are. Enjoy it. Piping hot.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's my finest vintage.
Of cereal.
So good.
Oh, you
Actually,
look
I'm gonna
parched.
eat soup.
Soup.
Not,
Nice.
yeah. Ramyeon,
Hey,
motherfucker.
Shira.
What?
I have this disease that makes it hard to remember when I don't have gold in my hand.
That's pretty great.
Quite a specific disease.
I have this condition, you see. When I don't have money in my hand, it makes it hard to remember, like, the fine details. Give me some money and I'll tell you.
Oh god. Ooh.
I was the
Having way too much fun with this.
before the. That joke fell flat because it wasn't fast enough. I was the lightning before the thunder,
Oh god.
but it fell flat.
I would have gotten it anyways. 'Cause I didn't really hear it.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for your meddling kids and that dog that I killed.
C'est bon, ces affaires-là.
Huh. There's like 8-bit. There's like an 8-bit
Yeah,
sound pack I
just-
downloaded.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't realize it was 8-bit until after I downloaded it, and now we're here. Chewie, no!
I'm gonna see.
Really should put the link in this
This is fair.
chat so I don't have to go find it.
Il y en a deux.
For
Roll
what?
20?
Il y en a c'est flavor, puis des affaires, puis l'autre c'est quelque chose d'autre. Je m'en rappelle plus c'est quoi, là, mais...
How you don't need the link. It's literally just roll20.com.
Ça, c'est...
Then
I need the link.
you don't
This is
need
a
it. It's just
vegetable mix,
it's
and then
roll
this is
roll20.com. And then
I
you
need it. I need it. And it's actually roll20.net.
whatever.
And it's
Roll 20
app. It's actually app.roll20.net.
This is the thing that's spicy.
So
Yeah. I'll be here
What is
for
it,
now,
Mog?
but I'm making
What's up?
ramen, so...
wow.
Cause Logi's 40 minutes late, that's why.
Yeah.
You should have made the ramen 40 minutes ago.
You shouldn't have been 40 minutes late.
I have a real life instead of dealing with you plebs, so
Don't lie to us.
Yeah, don't lie.
It's rude to lie to your friends.
well I would never lie to
Or even
Elias,
your
so
friends. Wow, fuck
I'm so happy.
We should not let Ilya have this power.
We really shouldn't.
You have no power here, strangers. You're in my territory now. Sam, did you happen to find a token? Samuel?
I'm playing
Don't
with.
ever call me that.
I'm playing
don't
with
worry, he said the same thing to me.
I'm playing with my friend, some of my guild, not guild mates, my raid group. We got Ilya, who's our dungeon master, Sam, Ao, and then Cade's supposed to be here as well, but he might be missing.
You know, it could be Samantha. Those Canadians are weird.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, a guy's name can be Samantha. Logic.
I don't know, maybe your parents are one of those weirdos who named their, like, child
Dude, I-
something, like, of the opposite gender.
Dude, I changed my name real quick.
Why do I have
Yeah.
Noah?
Yeah, hi, my name is, Jeffrey, and, I'm a female. What? Wait, who named you Jeffrey? Yeah, my dad did it.
I
he
mean,
liked the name.
they won't have that voice.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a girl's name, but I couldn't, so I panicked.
Girl's name
I was
Jeffrey.
born with this defect
With
where
this, deep voice.
yeah, I just have a naturally deep voice.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just gonna call you Samantha from now on.
Don't.
I'm going to.
Fuck, which one of you is... Alright, who's... this guy?
Who?
Okay, that's Sam.
Yeah, Rohan is me. Rohan Araya, motherfucker. Or whatever the fuck my name
I
was.
was trying not to reveal names.
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind.
No, like,
Forget that.
no, I was trying not to reveal names.
Oh.
Like, you can do it all you want, but I was trying to not take that power from you.
You have no power here.
You have no
Welcome
power
to the
here,
stream.
Gandalf. You've
You
lost
have
your
no
way.
power.
Hello, heroes.
Remind me to always wear headphones when I'm talking to you guys.
How have you not figured that out? How long have you fucking, like, talked to me in voice chat?
Yeah, how have you not figured that out yet?
I literally screamed Tachyon at the top of my...
I figured it out. I just wanted to say something.
Nope.
You guys are loud. It's my way of saying you guys are loud.
I mean, I could have told you that.
I could have told you that.
I could have told you that.
No me.
Well, I could have too,
No, you.
and I did.
What?
Do this and
Sam, you never got me a token.
Huh?
Did you not see the messages earlier?
no, he didn't.
The what?
I needed a token for your character, like a little piece, like a play piece for your character.
Oh no, I didn't.
Wow.
Don't worry, I'll get
What?
you one.
No one fucking tagged me. I don't know.
Yes, he did.
I did tag everyone.
It's
Okay, yeah, you tagged everyone. Then there's a mountain of like text for 20 hours. I'm like, okay, I'm not reading this.
So Samantha, what's your class?
Shira, shut the fuck up.
What's your class?
Never call me Samantha again.
Samantha, what's your character? I mean your class.
What's Shira's real name?
I have no clue.
Shira, what's your real name?
I'm not gonna tell you my real name.
Logie, what's Shira's real name?
I
My
don't
real
think
name?
anybody knows. Shira's.
Yeah. Shira's real name.
How do you not know my real name?
Your name's Zachary, I
Shira.
know. I'm talking about Shira's.
I was gonna say, you asked me what my real name was.
No,
they
he said
didn't.
Shira. He specifically said what's.
Shira's.
And then you said Logie. But whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, but I asked you. I asked you what Shira's real name was, because Shira's not telling us.
Shiro Kaisuri.
Yeah, there's only 2 people in the raid
I'm
group
the
that actually
bravest
know my real
swimmers.
name,
None can
and I
stand up to
forget
me.
who it was.
It's William. William
Yeah.
knows.
Right.
And Dan knows.
Yes.
Get him! Bombs for all the long shakes! Right now! Get him!
Alright,
What is that? It's glowing! It's glowing! I want it! It's glowing!
Children for sale. Buy one, get one free.
What?
Plenty of children. Young, plenty
You
of
can make me feel good anytime, brother.
Oh God.
Watch where you go.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Hey, Kovo.
Hey, brother.
We're just waiting on Cade now, right?
I don't
No,
think
Kate's
he's gonna
not.
make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then when are we starting? What are we waiting on?
We're waiting
Uh,
on Julia.
I thought we needed to get Sam a token, but
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah. What's your class? I can get you a token.
here I'm gonna just.
He's an alchemist.
I'm a slayer.
No,
Oh, no.
I'm an alchemist.
You're an alchemist. You're
I'm
boring.
Umlo. I'm Umlo.
Boring.
Ow.
All right, whatever. We will just have to deal with that later, I guess.
Wow.
We'll deal with his token because this is session 0, which a lot of it is like establishing what we expect from each other, like what we want, what kind of game everyone's
There you go,
expecting, that sort of
Slayer.
Expect
It's like
Logie
the
to
second
be a dick
picture.
to me.
You expect me to be a what?
A dick to me. To me specifically.
So,
Well,
obviously,
if
we're going to be playing Carrying Crown.
Spooky boys.
Spooky,
Right.
yes. You will be playing, obviously, in a party.
No way.
The 4 of you all have a reason to be coming here. You've all had some sort of ties
Yes.
with Professor Petros Lormir. You've either been hired by him, you may have been hired by him, you may have at some point in time crossed paths with him and shared some knowledge, had some academic talkings, or been a guard of his in a caravan, something. You've worked with him at some point in your life, and you forged a very close relationship with him in some sort of fashion. You guys, all of you have received a missive titled to one of my closest and dearest friends. Missive, it informs you that Professor Petros Lemire has passed. He has died, and they will be holding a funeral for him so everybody who knew him can pay their respects. And
Is there like a cause of death, or does that not matter?
you don't know yet. All the letter says is he has passed, and you are invited to his funeral, and you're also going to be there for, if there's any wills, testament, like wills or anything that needs to be read, you would be present for that as well.
Okay.
The letter instructs you to meet with his daughter, Kendra Lormir. She is in his old house that you could probably find, relatively easy. It shouldn't be too hard for you to find it.
Sorry.
So you can probably infer that either you can, you'll be able to find her, is what I'm trying to tell you. All right, let's
Are we revealing things? Nope.
I was gonna just give me a second. I'm going to start. So you all arrive at town, um, roughly at the same time as fate would have it. It's kind of a cold night. It's just the sun has been fallen down for a few hours. You're all coming from very different locations, obviously, but you are all very clearly not from this area because you are all getting kind of weird sideways glances from all the townsfolk, and everyone's kind of like they seem uneasy around you, almost like they don't get a lot of outsiders around these parts. You kind of you're walking down the streets and like you'll see some mothers like usher the kids inside and like close the doors and that sort of thing. Nobody's like outwardly hostile, but they are wary, for lack of a better term. And we will start with we'll go ahead and start with Logie since he is the first in the voice chat.
How am I?
So-
Well, that ain't fair. Put me at the bottom.
I literally can't. That's it's alphabetical, but okay. So go ahead and describe your character. We'll start with their name.
Oh, name is Cernan. At least that's how I'm actually saying it. And he is an Asimir, so he looks very human, but the thing that tends to make them stand out is they tend to have very metallically like color hair, even though it's a very pale color, it still has a shine to it. Um, and my eyes are very, very like an aqua tombstone sort of, or not tombstone, aqua, an aqua gem color. So very, very. He has an air about him that makes you want to think he's a perfectionist, so it can be off-puttish. But at the same time, he really doesn't have a biff with anyone in particular. He just tends to like to keep to himself most of the time.
Okay.
Salinite, thank you for
Any
following.
any like obvious weapons? Any specific qualities that seem to hang out above the rest?
The only thing that he has is he is wearing. What am I wearing? trying to remember. What is my gear? Hold on. What is it called? He is wearing armor that reflects the country, so it's safe to say that he's either involved with the country in some way, shape, or form, but all he has with him is a cane. That's all he's carrying with him, and he's just walking with it. He's not injured, but again, he likes to live fancy, so
I was gonna say
he,
kind of like a fancy guy walking. Got a
yeah,
little fun going on where he puts his cane first and takes a step.
right. So there isn't anything that there isn't any real reason for it. It's just mostly for decoration for him,
For glam, as some would say.
for glam. Yes.
All right. So, kind of strolls in. He's got his attire looks to match traditionally the noble class of Ustalov. I cannot figure out how to fucking pronounce that shit at all.
I was trying to pull it up. That's what I was looking for as I was going.
Yeah, I don't remember how to. I'm not sure how to pronounce it because I'm terrible at pronouncing stuff. But
Oh,
whatever.
oh, here it is. I was trying to pull the player's guide.
Ooh, sorry.
Isn't it Ustalov is how I would
Ustalov,
say it. Yeah.
That.
So he's just strolling through the town to actually go and meet the daughter because he had a run-in and was actually able to help the professor and actually ended up saving his life
Okay, you get
at the
a
time.
kind of a sort of debt almost right there. Maybe he feels obligated to visit the man he once saved. at least for his final moments before he's lowered into
And
the
over
ground.
and over the years, even though I did save him. We did actually grow to be friends, and we actually did trade back and forth information. And I actually did learn a lot from the professor about history and other items.
Okay. Next character. Sam, are you back? I don't know if he's making food still.
Yeah.
You're still making food.
No.
Okay. Go ahead and describe your character.
Am I supposed to have like a script planned out or some shit?
No,
No.
just
You just explain how you feel, about your character. Just give me. Okay, we'll start here. What is your character's name?
Rohan.
Okay. And go ahead and give me a little rundown. What does Rohan look like?
He's like a pretty tall, skinny, with a skinny guy with black hair that's kind of mysterious. He gives off like a cold attitude. He's not really he doesn't really like give off like particularly bright feeling. You get what I mean? He's a bit
Yes.
tanned. He has gray eyes. You can kind of see like the sheath of one weapon, but it's like a shape of a weapon.
Okay.
What else do I say?
What's his connection with the professor? That would be your
He
campaign
had
trait.
he he got approached by the professor because the professor heard that I survived an encounter with a monster that attacked me, and he helped me learn about that specific type of monster. But I didn't know what monster to pick.
That's
So
fine. We'll go through the specifics after we do this stuff.
so yeah, basically he got attacked by a specific kind of monster, and the professor approached him because he was pretty interested and on how he escaped he escaped death, and he basically helped me train and hone my skills.
Okay. All right, and then last but not least, Shira. Go ahead and give us a rundown of your character.
all right. His name is Zidrim. He is currently wearing studded leather armor. He is covered head to toe. You can't see any skin on him whatsoever. He has gloves covering his hands, long boots covering his legs, and pants obviously.
Y'all
A hood,
shady.
a hood,
Real shady.
a hood covering his head along with a mask. Unable to see any features about him. Along with this, he has a few bombs along his belt, potions along a strap on his chest. The usual thing you'd see from an alchemist.
Okay. What is his connection with the professor?
The professor had been one of the few people to get to know Zidrim, not by being his friend or anything, but hiring him a few times for various reasons, mostly his potions. So whenever he had stopped into town, the professor would make it a thing to find Zidrim and get some potions from him.
Okay, so sort of a nice little business relationship sort of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
the professor being one of Zidrim's regulars and one of the few people he got to know along his travels, he felt it that he needed to at least show up to this as out of respect.
Cher's just in it for the money.
Along with that, you can also see a dagger on his hip, along with a great sword on his back.
Okay.
I believe that's it.
All right. So the three of you arrive in town. Kate's character will bring him in later. So the three of you arrive in town, and as I said, the villagers kind of a little wary. Just some random, pretty geared up by the looks of it, except maybe one of you. Pretty geared up travelers just kind of blew into town, small little town of Ravengrow. And you guys walk in, and kind of like a gruff looking, sort of like almost like a laborer type of guy. He walks up and goes, "You here for the funeral?"
Yes, yes, I am. I don't know about these two, but yes, I am here for Professor Petros' funeral.
He goes, "All right. Well, you you folks just keep to yourselves and go on ahead. It's that way." And he kind of points off in the direction, and you guys can kind of see a graveyard in the distance. We'll say.
Thank you. And I'm just gonna keep walking completely at
I
this
give a
point.
little nod to the guy who showed the way.
Okay.
I just don't even look at him.
Wow, so edgy.
I know.
Oh shit. I didn't mean to do the dot.
That's fine.
A dot.
Okay. So you guys walk, and some of you might be a little like wary. You're all seemingly here for the same thing, as you all are walking in the same direction, which might be a little odd. But you guys make it to the graveyard, and as you arrive, you see a woman there, and she, kind of runs up to you, and you can see her eyes are very red and puffy, and she's got kind of like a very dark. It's not really revealing anything. It's a dress, full dress that goes all the way down to her feet, and it's black, typical. Her hair is kept very nicely, and she is, she's pretty attractive. You know, you can tell that underneath the sadness, there's definitely a natural beauty there. And she says, she comes up and she goes, well, I'm glad someone came. There's not many people who came to pay respects to my father, and with the way things are in town, a few folks from Ravengrove have come out to the funeral as well. So I thank you for making the journey from however far you all came.
Would I have known this person?
You wouldn't know what she looks like, but you know of her.
Okay.
The professor had told you. Now, if you guys ever talked, he would tell you, oh, I had a daughter back home. She's quite lovely,
I'm going. I don't know. Do I have like some sort of napkin or tissue or something?
Yeah,
Like-
you could have like a little,
Okay.
like one of those fancy handkerchiefs that you can just
Yep.
pull out.
So I'm gonna pull one out for you, miss, and my condolences. He was a great man.
Yeah, yes, thank you. She takes it and starts wiping her eyes. She goes, I appreciate it. She goes, well, let's save the pleasantries for later. I'm sorry to rush, but we're just about to begin the walk. And so she leads you guys over to a small little kind of like a small little group of people. There's a couple people. You see three, or you see four men and what seems to be a younger child. And they all kind of just, as you walk up, you just kind of nod and just keep going. And the Kendra leans over and says, or not, she doesn't lean over. She asks you if would any of you be interested and serving as a pallbearer. We'll need 4, but we can have up to 6 people.
I will gladly do so.
I step forward as well.
I would be honored.
Same
Okay,
here.
So to
Yeah, I just step forward. I just don't say anything.
kind of looks at you and goes, "Quiet one, aren't you?" No.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
So you all walk up and you take your spots. 3 of you on one side, and then the other men come up and grab the other side, and the whole group of you kind of walk down this main path here that you're already standing on. So you guys are kind of walking this way. I didn't really feel like digging up a coffin, so I just said, "Fuck it, yeah, I'm just doing this." So Kendra takes her place in the front and is leading you guys. It's a kind of like a gravel pathway. It's not really a really fancy, expensive graveyard. It's not lavish with marble lining the road and any of that, but it's a nicely kept graveyard. As you guys are walking, and you reach, move you over here. As you guys reach here, you see that there's about a dozen looking people standing there, and the tallest is an elderly looking man, but he's got a certain air of not arrogance, but almost command about him. And he walks up and he says, "That's far enough. We've been talking, and we don't want Lormir buried in the Wrestlands. You can take him upriver and bury them there if you want, but he ain't going in the ground here." And Kendra very quickly you can see all of that sadness until you replaced, and she's just pissed. She goes, "What are you talking about? I arranged it with Father Grimborough. He's waiting for us. The graves have already been." He goes, "You don't get it, woman. We won't have a necromancer buried in the same place as our kin." And as he says necromancer, you see a couple of people, and they spit on the ground. And he goes, "I suggest you move out while you still can. Folks are pretty upset about this right now." And Kendra's like, "Necromancy? Are you really that ignorant?" And does anybody want to try anything, or just let them keep
I,
yelling?
I'm going through skills.
Just to give you a heads up, as you are pallbearers right now. It is you're like held up carrying. It's fucking pretty heavy. So both your hands are full as if when you're carrying it. So you would have to let go. Probably make sure with everybody else that you don't just fucking let go.
So, can I do a diplomacy check and go? Can you provide valid, like, proof of necromancy? Would that be beneficial?
Yeah, go ahead. You roll me diplomacy check.
Okay.
And if anybody else wants to try something as well, just let me know.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do a diplomacy check.
Okay. So
So
you kind of approach and you ask him, "Where's your proof? Where's your proof of this necromancy?" Is anyone else gonna do anything?
No, I'm just looking at the situation.
Kind of judging.
I'm going to. Well, I'm not gonna step forward or anything because I'm still carrying the thing. But
well,
I'm
I
gonna.
am too, but
Yeah. I'm gonna. I'm gonna look the guy dead in the eyes, and I'm going to try to intimidate him. I'm gonna tell him, "You best move aside. I just want to get this
I
work
should
done."
have intimidated. Damn.
Best move
It's fine.
aside.
All right.
I'll
I
try
just want to get
diplomacy
this work done.
I kind of just glare at him too.
Okay. But who's gonna do the? So what's gonna happen is one of you is gonna roll the intimidate. This is between Sheer and Sam. One of you will roll the intimidate. The other will roll to aid.
Roll what? Aid?
Roll to aid.
All that is you'll roll your you'll roll your intimidate. If it's above a 10, whoever's actually doing the intimidate check will get a +2.
Okay.
So you
Should-
guys can.
Shouldn't I be doing the intimidate since I'm the one that's speaking?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do
Alright.
that. So go ahead
Is
and
it in skills?
yeah, it's in skills. So
Yeah.
both of you roll intimidate, and Shira, if Sam rolls above a 10, you'll get a +2. So you'll just roll it and then add +2.
Oh no.
Is your
Okay.
intimidate trash?
It has a -1.
Oh Jesus!
And mine's a 6, so I should have done the
Well-
fucking intimidating.
Well, why didn't you?
It's fine. I'm gonna try to be diplomatic first.
I rolled 16.
So you rolled to aid, so you aided. So Shira gets a grand total of an 8.
I'm just
So,
gonna roll to see what I would get.
Look,
So you
someone
can-
with their hands full of
It's fine.
full of full of casket. Isn't that intimidating?
So they kind of look at you and go, "Well, who are you, little boy?"
Oh, little boy.
How tall is this guy, by the way?
The guy in the front, he's the tallest out of the group, so probably maybe right around 6 foot, maybe I'll say.
Yeah,
Aw,
that's
I'm like-
same as me, motherfucker. You ain't little boy.
I'm 2 inches shorter than him.
I'm 6 exactly.
boy.
Boy.
Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. No, I put mine as 5'8", a few inches shorter. I don't know why I thought 10 was a foot.
Didn't even put height in here. I probably should do that.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I know.
Probably not.
Okay, so
Did he respond to my diplomacy? Or do you want me to
Um,
reroll that?
oh fuck, yeah, that's right, that happened first. I'm sorry. So when he goes, we don't, the proof we know is right here. Oh fuck, I changed his voice. God damn it. He goes, the proof we need is right here in our hearts. Who are you to question our ways, outsider?
I want no trouble. Well, do you want me to do another diplomacy?
At this point, Kendra steps in and says, "Please, please, I just want to bury my father. Can't I at least have this single iota of niceties? Because I've just lost my only family." And they kind of, you see some of the sort of like older guys in the crowd, the ones who probably have experienced losing their fathers recently or mothers or something. They've experienced that recently. They kind of scratch their head and they're just like and then the lead's kind of like looks down at his feet, kind of contemplating. He goes, "No." He goes, "We will not allow necromancy to taint our sanctum." Sanctum? Graveyard.
Sanctuary.
My
Okay.
graveyard is what I meant to say.
Sanctuary.
So, there's about a dozen of them. Hold on. Cat, go, get the, go. Sorry. So there's about a dozen of them, and 6 of them are kind of moving towards you. So now I do actually have to fucking grab. The leader, oddly enough, does not. He just kind of stands back and he's just like, "Get 'em, boys!"
Oh,
Looks
they're
like meat
literally
back
just
on the
like
menu.
get 'em. So they're full aggro right now, are they? Like,
Yeah, we're just gonna drop a bunch of these boys on the map.
they're looking at their maps, like, get 'em, boys.
Get them, boys. All right, where are they?
Shira,
Yes.
do you know the way?
No.
Oh, they're in
It's not
front
allowed.
of us. Okay, I thought we had like, I thought we were surrounded. Or something.
No, you got here. I gotta move you back. You guys were like walking towards the grave where he used to be buried, and there's just like a group of men like standing there, like.
Mhm.
Okay, so everybody, go ahead and let's do an old-fashioned roll for initiative.
Oh boy. How do I do that again?
Oh shit.
Click on your character, and at the left side at the top there'll be a button that says initiative.
See, it
Sure,
doesn't
you
show
already.
me. I know. I'm gonna take
No,
that
that was
17.
your-
No, that's me.
Yeah.
Why? Oh,
Shit.
I
yeah.
forgot. Wait, where's initiative?
It's gonna
Uh,
be under your core,
Yeah,
and
okay.
then down towards the bottom, it's gonna be the INT.
Yeah.
I'm still confused. I don't know where this button is.
So on your character sheet,
Oh, on the
Yeah, I was
character sheet.
wrong.
Okay.
Sorry.
yeah, on your character sheet under core, down towards the bottom, there's the
Oh,
INT
yep, there it is.
for initiative.
Oh,
Not a really
there we
shitty
go.
initiative.
Oh, I accidentally did it twice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
We'll
fine.
just take the first one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that. I know that's a high number. That's because I was just rolling every initiative at once. It's easier this way for me.
So there's only one person in front of me.
It's the 18 guy.
hmm And my
Dang
initiative
it.
isn't even that high.
Ilya, you got you, me, and my chat going. Only me and my Bruda know the way.
We still have the casket in our hands too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. So in terms of the casket, it is a full round action for you to let go of the casket, which
vote-
means it will take you one turn to let go of the casket.
I vote we chuck the casket at them.
No, let's
Yeah, I'm
not.
sure
No.
that'll help in this, this town that people already don't trust you in.
I'm kidding.
Throwing one of their dead.
They don't like him anyway.
This is a some people though. Come on, you gotta. I mean, you can throw it by all means. I'm not gonna fucking tell you not to.
No, I'm not. I know I'm not going
No.
to.
No.
Do you guys just want to like put it down at the same time, or
Yeah.
yeah? It's,
Well, we're gonna have to put it down.
yeah,
I
we
mean,
have to anyway.
Because I'm trying to see. My weapon is a one-handed weapon, anyways. So technically,
All right. So our first combat. What's the scale for this? 1 square equals 20 feet.
one skill equals 20 feet.
Yeah. So I actually needed to scale this map up a little bit, but I'm bad at this. So
Hey, Kovu.
let's just do this.
I'm tempted to draw a penis over them,
No.
but I will not.
Remember that part in the movie where it's like no capes in Incredibles?
Yes.
Yes.
No penises.
Damn. Where's Cade when you need it? He would do it anyways.
All right, so this guy equals 20 feet. Jesus, so he can only move like right in front of him. He moves there. But he can't. I'll just move him there. All right, so he moves up, and they're all just like, let's get it, boys.
Are the? You said they're only 20?
Each square is 20 feet. Like it costs. It's equal to 20 feet.
Okay.
I should actually change the scaling to reflect that. Give me a second.
Yeah.
It's
It's no. Yeah.
there. So now,
There we
if you
go.
take your ruler, it should.
Yep, it does.
Hell yeah! You might actually think I know what I'm fucking doing.
Woo, 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 woo.
And I can go. So.
Remember, full round action to let go of the coffin to help set it down.
Yep. So. I have next. So I'm actually going to say to the other men, well, it looks like we're gonna have to get our way through this, so we're gonna have to set this down.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this down, and I
Yeah.
just kind of
Yeah,
slowly let go.
the
So,
obviously the NPCs will follow. You don't have to worry about them just being like, "We hold this till we die."
But you have to roll persuasion to get them to put it down.
So I should have double moved that guy, but whatever. So this guy is going to double move, which is 60 feet. Move
Well,
up to.
if it's 20, what?
Well, no, double move is You move twice your speed, but it costs you both
Right.
actions, so you're standard and your move.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so he just gets closer and he's just
Gotcha.
like, yeah. This guy will come up to Shira
No, not me.
or Zidra, I'm sorry, and he's got a. Oh, he doesn't even have a weapon. Like just so you can understand, he's got like a rake.
Oh.
These are basically just a bunch of like scared farmers.
So wait, this guy saw someone
Yes.
with bombs, a dagger, a greatsword, and ran up to him with a rake.
Yes.
Okay.
So, oh, whoops, I did that wrong. That's times 4. Alright, so does a 10 hit your AC?
How do I check if it does?
It's going to be under defenses,
Defenses.
and then AC is going to be the top one and the second.
I'm
under
sure it
defense
doesn't,
values.
but
Did-
I just wanted to get you into the habit of looking at it.
AC and then under total?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does not.
He walks up, like, ah, and goes to take a hit at you. Miss. It
Oh.
bounces off your armor. His rake.
Just
Oh,
boink.
I didn't specify what kind of armor I had. Does that
Well, what kind do you have?
matter? Rosewood armor.
Nice.
That,
Okay, Ruhan.
leather. Wait, we're still. Is this the turn? Okay.
It's your turn,
This is
yes.
the turn where we put down the casket, right?
Yes, so you'd have to spend your whole
Okay.
turn putting it down. Or you can just let go.
Can I hold it with one hand and like my shoulder?
Nope.
Okay.
You could just
Just
let
let-
go
I'll
and
put
let
it
it
down.
fall.
No, I'll put it down. Like at the same time as Sternin boy.
I need some battle music.
Some pretty good battle music
Alright,
there.
so you set it down. Zydrum, you gonna do the same?
Yeah, I'm just gonna set it down. I gotta be respectful.
Okay. This guy is going to come up to you and also take a hit at you.
Oh, come on.
And
You're the tank, Shira.
he's got a sickle. So
Uh-oh.
Is this Bloodborne? Or, like the farmers have sickles?
God damn it.
Oh, yeah, 0. A nat 0.
Alright, does an 11 hit you? It does not. So.
It does not.
Alright, so he comes up and he goes to take a sickle at you, and it's just like a sickle meant for hay. So it's just like, ah! He goes to swing it at you, and it just kind of bounces against your armor. He's just like, shit. Okay, this guy will move up, and then this guy will move up. Like, he's here. And now, the casket has been set down, and it is Cernin's turn.
Okay, so I am going to go ahead and, since it's down, I'm going to go ahead and step forward, and I'm going to go ahead and try intimidating and ask them if they really want to continue this. Is that okay?
Just so you know, skill checks in combat like that are standard actions.
That's fine.
Okay, so you step up, go and make an intimidate. Okay, let me just check the DC of that. So you walk up to him and
With my cane, very.
just kind of
Very-
stroll up to him, and you're like, you sure you want to do this? You really want to fuck with us? And a couple of them are just like, no. So these 3 guys kind of just like run off screaming, I'm sorry!
Oh, I'm sorry! Don't murder me!
Okay. And then I don't get an attack. Well, I don't get a move, so.
You can move. your standard action, so you still have a move action and a swift action, but I can't think of anything yet as a swift
Well,
action.
my swift action would. No, I'm gonna stop that. So never mind. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move. And what can I move? I'm trying to remember.
You should be 30 feet, so you can move like 1 square basically.
Base is 40. I can actually go 40.
Oh, that's right, your class, huh?
Yep. But I'm gonna go and move. Oh, why won't you do this? Oh, that's what I want to do. Because that's 20. So I'm gonna do that. 20.
Yes, now that we know the way, we
Unless
can find
you're
the
gonna-
path.
But I'm just
I
gonna
was
shoot.
here.
No, you're right
Because
here.
I was here, so yeah.
No,
I can move
you should have been. You should be able to hear because you would be right in line with him because you were carrying the casket.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nope, I'll stay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'll stay. Just go.
I stay. You go. Okay. This guy is gonna move over here and just be like, yeah. And what did I say? He has a sickle.
Yes. The guy underneath me had a rake.
That for sure misses.
Can I counter since it was a 1?
Yeah.
Well, no, because he rolled a 5.
I know, I'm kidding.
It's just they're bad at their job.
They're just really bad.
I mean, they have a -4 to hit, so they're clearly not very trained at fighting.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was the wrong guy. This guy moves here and can't do anything, so the attack didn't even happen. This guy will just roll that over, goes to swing at you, misses. Rohan!
How far can I move?
Should be 30 feet, so 1 square.
It's under core and all the way down at bottom. Yours, and it will say your
core.
speed.
It's 30.
Yeah, so you
That's
can move 1
space.
square right now.
What's the run? I don't.
Run is if you'd spend a full round action and you could just run, which moves 4 times your speed.
But you don't need to do that. I mean, you can, but
Yeah, you don't really. You can move literally once, like, you can move 1 square, and you can be in range to attack.
I want to like move. This is a tool. Where is it? Okay. I want to move like here.
Okay.
And then I just want to pull out my kukri and then just like quickly like shove it up to his throat. Like don't actually stab him, but like
You
you
can
know,
make a intimidate
like
check.
threaten him. Yeah.
Alright, roll an intimidate.
Skills.
He, as you go to put your knife up, he whips his rake up and catches your knife in the wake and goes, "Meow!" and bats it out of the way.
y'all need to be scarier.
I'm
I mean, if
surprised
I
you
could just
accepted
kill
the
him, I would.
intimidate.
But I'm not.
Alright, so that was your turn. Alright, Zydrum, what are you gonna do?
It's Zidrim,
Zydrum.
and this guy right in front of me that tried to hit me with the sickle. He has made me angry for actually using a bladed weapon against me. So I'm going to attempt to quickly stab him with my dagger.
Oh,
damn.
Jesus. Sure, just don't give a fuck.
Okay, if we're playing it that way, goddamn.
So you're gonna try and just fucking gut the dude.
Just gonna shank him.
Now, since you're new, I'll tell you this: non-lethal damage is a thing you can do.
Okay.
You just have to declare you are going to do non-lethal damage before you attack, and then your damage will just be non-lethal.
All right.
That's up to you. You could fucking stab him in the neck and kill him right now. By all means.
No, yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm going lethal damage. Let's do
So,
this.
I think non-lethal, you'll take a penalty to the attack because you're being safe, but it's like a -2.
I thought he
or
was
4.
doing lethal.
Oh, wait, did he say lethal? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go lethal.
All right, roll it.
All right, I have to go to attack, and then I.
How did you kill them? Shira,
What?
they're already hostile, and they're like they want to bury their friends. They're already hostile towards us. They're just gonna kill them.
Yeah, they made me
Okay.
angry. Oh my god! Stop!
Wait, was that the villager?
No.
Or was that?
That was
Shira?
just.
Oh, shit.
Alright, Shira.
What?
You gonna stab him or
Where's?
not?
Am I just clicking melee attack type?
Do you not have a dagger?
It will be under equip,
Oh, I have to go under. Okay.
and then equipment list, and then your weapon will show there.
Yeah. Okay. Item is carried. What?
Hold on, let me double check your character sheet. I thought I made a macro for that for you. Pause for edit.
Okay. Oh, so that music is very loud.
Would you just be able to change the where it says carried to like not carried?
I'm just trying to see. I didn't
know.
make the attack. That's why. All right, here. Now you have an attack.
There we go. All right,
So
now I just hit it.
roll the- Now you're under attack, so you just hit that roll button. An 8 versus AC. That is going to miss.
Oh, come on.
Now you fucked up. These villagers are going to go into rage mode.
Good.
Pulls out a shotgun now.
Bring it! You got -4 to hit me!
And this guy, this villager in front of you goes, I knew outsiders were trouble! And he rolls to,
See, Shira. See.
does
Oh, God.
a 13 hit your AC?
13? No, it does not.
What fucking AC do you have?
I mean, 13's pretty low. Alright. Ah, shit. Did I take that guy to the initiative order? Oh no, I just forgot to delete this guy. Alright. Now it is Saren. Or Certain.
Sonnen.
Sun.
Okay, so I'm going to have to move, and I can move here because I can move. Can
40.
I move here? Yep.
If you 40 feet, yeah, you should.
20, 40. Yep.
You can move diagonal, yeah.
Yeah, I did. And let's okay. So since we're gonna do this, I am going to do non-lethal. So I'm
Okay,
just
so you'll roll your normal attack and then we'll subtract 4 after.
oh
Yep.
nope, that didn't work either.
Hold on, I could have sworn we had. Did we not make macros for you? I could have sworn we did. Yeah, we did. Go to your attacks.
I am attack. That's what I hit. That is literally what I hit.
So that's a 14 because the -4.
Yep.
Okay, so non-lethal damage. Let's see. When your non-lethal damage equals your current hit points, staggered, exceeds your current hit points. Okay, so you knock this guy unconscious. So go ahead and describe what you do.
So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to him, and I'm gonna go ahead and just with my cane and knock him in the back of the head with just the hilt of it. So that way, after I do it with enough force that he just falls to the ground completely unconscious. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn to the lady and say, "Don't worry, he is still alive. He's just
She's
out of commission."
she's very shaken up. She's quite sad about this whole thing.
So, and I'm that's basically gonna be my entire turn there because I'm not gonna
Oh.
move or anything.
Okay. That guy's unconscious. This guy, seeing some after somebody trying to put a dagger to his throat, he's gonna take his rake and go, "You outsiders are horrible! You just want to take our babies and eat our wives!" And he's gonna try and hit Rohan with the rake and miss. There's no way that hits you.
Yeah, this is not even close.
Alright. Now it is Rohan's turn.
I also want to do non-lethal. On
Alright,
the
so
guy
just
in front of me.
just roll the attack and then we'll just take the -4 afterwards. So it should be under attacks for you.
Oh, -4?
Yeah, -4 for non-lethal.
Jesus, it's not gonna do anything. I think.
Hey,
I
Ilya.
don't know.
No, it's -4 to hit, not to damage.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's just you lose.
oh. That's,
Well, you are.
Oh my goodness.
Did you pull? You're 2-weapon fighting, aren't you?
yeah, but I only have the kukri out.
Oh, okay. So that will miss.
Can I?
You
Well,
suck.
can I attack twice?
If no, you can't attack twice. You can only attack once with both weapons.
Okay.
Isn't that a feat that he can't get though? Down the line.
So with multiple attacks, the way it'll work is as your base attack bonus gets up, you'll get a second attack. With
Gotcha.
2-weapon fighting, as what Sam would normally be doing, he would get an attack with both weapons as a full round action.
Gotcha.
But he only has the kukri out, he says, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so you go to stab him with your kukri, and he just... This guy's a fucking badass with this rake, man.
Yeah,
He's
I was like,
slinging that shit. What the? What? Da? Boom. So yeah, this dude's trained his whole life with his rake.
He's like the Star Wars kid, but with a rake. So he just
Alright.
practice all day.
Zidrum.
Thank you. Also, I'm sorry before I do my turn. Dan in the chat was just said, "Safe to say, Shira will always have enemies in this town."
Yeah, no, I mean everybody else is just trying to be nice about this, and you're just like, I'ma fucking kill this motherfucker.
I mean, I
Aren't
told you
supposed to be good.
I'm chaotic good,
All right, I guess that's true.
and I told you about the whole thing that my
Yeah,
character
I know.
has, especially when he gets angry.
It is your turn.
Yes. I'm going to try the same thing again. I'm gonna try to stab the guy again.
With your
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
What?
We're all trying to do non-lethal, and someone's gonna stab this bitch.
Yeah. Because I'm just trying to vary this guy. I respect, and
This
these
is why I
guys.
told everyone to read the player's guide.
What?
Stab him. Roll it. I want to see this shit.
Fine.
So a 10, and this is lethal damage.
Yes.
You stab the villager, and he falls unconscious. He is unconscious and dying. So Zydrum goes up, and to this poor old villager who just is stuck in his old prejudiced ways, he just walks up and he takes his dagger and he just fucking runs it right into his ribs, and he just goes and just falls on the ground. He's just gushing blood.
Is that
It would've been-
everybody?
It would have been this guy's turn. Now it is Cernan's turn. So you knocked a guy unconscious, and then you just watch Zitram, the man you just met,
Yeah,
fucking
so there's just
run this
mine, the
villager
fucking
through.
ninja that can manipulate a rake like a fucking master. Sorry.
So I'm gonna go ahead and turn to the other guy and go, "You're alone. Do you want to continue?" That's gonna be so. Can I intimidate again? I'm gonna intimidate again.
Is that?
He says, "You outsiders always coming in here. You just killed Frank. I'll have your heads." And Kendra's just like, "Please, I just want to bury my father." She's just crying.
I have a question real quick.
Yes.
Since do I start with any potions or anything?
Did you buy any or craft any?
I didn't know I could buy any before we started.
You could spend the gold you had on whatever you wanted.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just for equipment, like the armor and stuff.
If you want to do it retroactively, I'll allow it. Since you are new.
Oh, because there's something I wanted to do once this was resolved, if the guy's still alive.
I mean, you probably have the gold to buy at least one potion of Cure Light.
I mean, he's bleeding out. You kind of stabbed him.
Yeah, I can cure that with a potion.
How much gold do you even have?
I don't remember. Why?
Wait, what was the reward you chose? Wasn't it exotic weapon proficiency for your crossbow?
Yes.
So we didn't ever have that, so I'll just do it. I'll just do this.
Did we ever?
I don't think you ever picked a reward out. Oh, Sam, we forgot to give you your fucking paisa.
Oh no!
I'm getting it right now.
Can it just be like a miniature pie so that I keep in my pocket?
You can be a small creature, yeah.
Yeah, alright. That's
Alright.
small creature that's just like a paisa that I can.
You find a paisa, like, icon that you want to use, and we'll put it on the map.
Alright. Can it be like any paisa thing?
Any paisa
Oh,
you want.
fuck.
Alright, let's do it.
So the only thing I can really do at this point is move.
Yeah,
So,
because you used your standard.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and. Well, that's. I was gonna step over the guy. Are you gonna make me do an acrobatics?
Oh, god no.
Okay. I'm just asking the question.
Nat 1. You trip and fall and break your nose.
No, I'm not. For all intents and purposes, he's no longer in the combat, like, even as
Okay.
a corpse.
Because
That's
even
too
if
much
I did like a
That's
roll
too
check.
work for me.
Okay, I'm just asking the question because it is technically he is in my way. So
I don't even know if there's rules for that in Pathfinder. I would have to
you
look
could
at
technically make it a difficult terrain at that point, and then it wouldn't be a
it.
problem.
Also, Ilya, to answer your
Anyways,
question, I had 90
I'm
gold
just gonna
pieces.
move, and I'm gonna go ahead and just that ends.
Alright. So, what
Because
was
I
that,
get
Sharon?
I was saying, to answer your question from before, I just found it. I have 90 gold pieces.
Okay.
90? You pleb.
Okay, it is this guy's turn, and he's gonna turn to Shira, and enraged, he is no longer going for one-on-line lethal, and he's gonna try and hit him with the rake. Does that hit your AC?
13? No.
He's just like tears in his eyes, crying about Frank, or whatever the fuck I said his name was.
You said Frank.
Alright, so Frank.
Oh god.
Oh, yes!
That is the scariest thing ever.
It's bigger than you. In midst the fight, all you hear is
Amid the fight, all you hear is, Papaya!
Oh
Alright,
Okay,
that
so
doesn't hit.
now it's Rowan's turn.
Can I actually fucking do something now? Goddamn.
You can try and take him out, yeah? You gonna shank him? You gonna stab him
No.
through?
No, I go behind him and choke his ass.
So if you're gonna want to try, you would grapple him, roll a CMD check, or CMD. So go to your attacks, and at the top there's something that says CMD.
Yeah.
So just click that. That's against his CMD. You are grappling him.
You fucking die now, bitch! No.
Start shaking him in the fucking neck and
No.
rip his neck.
No, I just like, I'm not gonna stab him, I just wanna choke him out.
Alright, well, just because I can't be asked to run this combat for another round or two to see if you do all this, you knock him out.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
So, now you have still a group of villagers. Well, let me just draw a picture here. You got a group of villagers still over here with, they are not happy.
What, no, aren't the group of villagers, like, right here?
No, that was 6 of them out of the, like, group of 12 ran up to you.
Okay, how do I...
The rest of them, just left click on it with your, like, pointer and click delete. This guy is currently in a pool of his own blood, dying. And then the other 2 are unconscious.
So
Oh wait, did we?
we're done with combat.
Yeah, you're out of combat.
So are you gonna do something, Shira?
I was gonna ask, did we say if I could get potions or no?
Let me double check the price of a cure light.
Yeah, how much is?
Pathfinder. I don't remember the ratio for potions. It's
You
like.
can't delete it. How do... I'm
Uh,
clicking on it, it's not doing anything.
it's 50 gold for a potion of cure light.
That's a lot of money.
Oh wait, can't you? Don't you have craft as a feat?
Yeah, but doesn't that take me time to craft one?
Yeah, but you could have done it before the campaign. Is what I'm like. It would have been a week's time, and you could have definitely done that, like in your travels, and it would only have cost 25 GP.
All right, yeah. So we'll just say I have one then.
Yeah, you crafted one. You could spend 50 gold and get 2 technically at that point if you're crafting it.
Yeah, I'll do
That's
that.
up to you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright. So spend the 50, and then you'll have 2 potions of cure light.
Okay. How do I do that? Just hit like minus 50 on it or something?
Just change the value to 40 for you, I believe, since you have 90.
Yes. Okay. Ready? Here you go. Alright. Can this guy who's bleeding out in front of me, can he actually do anything himself, or would he need assistance?
The only thing he can do is I can make a Constitution check to try and stabilize him, or you can just force feed him a potion and instantly do it.
Yeah, I was gonna, because I was either going to, if he needed help doing it, I was going to kneel down and give him a potion, or I was gonna kind of give him a potion to use.
Oh no, he's like lying on the ground dying.
Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna kneel down and give him a potion.
Don't trust Ilya's rolls, clearly.
So go ahead and roll me 1d8 plus 1.
I remember how to do that. Hang on. That, and then that'd be a 4.
You can actually do the +1 as part of that.
I know I meant to,
so-
but I just clicked the thing.
So you heal him back to full, and he just wakes up. And as he's like kind of heaving a little bit because he was basically just dying, he looks at you and he tastes his mouth. He goes, "Get your vile sorcery away from me!" and just backs away really quick.
As I get up, I go, "Last time I'm helping someone." After I stab them.
Kind of just the whole crowd is just like, and they all just kind of then Ken just stands up. He goes, "Well, you happy now? Are you happy you've ruined my father's funeral? And they all kind of just walk away. They're like they disperse out. You can tell some of them are embarrassed that it got like that.
At least no one's dead, technically.
I prevented that. and
And
almost
as
called
some of them
Also, they want to be killed.
as some of them are walking away, um, you see a very, very old-looking man. His face looks like he is like he doesn't even look like he should be alive. He is an old-looking man, and he comes up, and like two just kind of like burly men with shovels come up, and he's what happened here? What was going on? And as he approaches, you see the like guys who were fucking with you get even more scared, and they kind of like the moment he gets closer, they just panic and run off.
So, do I need like a diplomacy check for like to explain the situation?
No, you could just go ahead and tell him.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna explain that we were carrying the casket to the site, and the men approached us and were preventing us, and started to attack us with rakes, etc. And in self-defense, we put them out of commission. They are all alive, but as you can see, they're currently unconscious. And simple matter. It was a simple act of self-defense.
There was also a God of the Rake that I did not enjoy.
Yes, sir. Yes, one of our men, Peter. He is quite the skilled with this rake.
Yeah, it's Peter. Fucking Peter.
Peter
He
picked
goes,
Piper.
I thank you for not killing any of them. We're a superstitious bunch. Living in Ustalaf, you don't get very far not being it. And lately it seems it's just been getting worse and worse around here. People are trusting everyone even less and less. And one of the guys who was uh sorry, Kendra, she goes, thank you so much. I'm so sorry you had to deal with all of that. And, those buffoons shouldn't have attacked, especially they shouldn't have attacked strangers, and even less friends of my father's. They knew him. They know he's not a necromancer. They're just stupid. They're all fools. And she's very upset about this, obviously. And one of the men that was walking with you, he goes, yes, I recognize some of them. They're all local farmhands. None of them have any merit or honor to the name. They're all quite low on the totem pole, as some would say. He goes, I think the beating you've given them all should serve as enough punishment and should deter them from interfering with you all further. Unless they are looking for another one. Which you never know. Some young whippersnapper might think to prove himself he needs to take one of you down, but nonetheless, we shall leave it there.
Can we continue to bury the professor? Can we continue on our way?
Kendra goes up. Yes, please, let us continue. I would like to have this taken care of now.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my spot to
Okay.
pick
Is everybody else as well?
shit.
I didn't even move from my spot.
Well, are you guys all just gonna pick it back up now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now
So-
the
You
ice
can ignore the
helps.
blue line.
Yeah, so everybody goes back, picks him up, and Father Grimborough, that's the priest's name, he goes over to the unconscious guys and kind of slaps him. He goes, get up, and and he kind of gives them a long, like a very, very stern old man glare, and he's like, what's gotten to you? Kind of grits his teeth, and he goes, you think it was a good idea? You think they were smart, attacking travelers that have come in here, especially ones who were the professor's friends? You knew the company he had. You knew who the adventures he'd met. You really want to earn their ire and you can see they just their faces go from like kind of like their pride was hurt at first, then they're just horribly ashamed. And once he brings up, the professor probably knew some badasses. They kind of just like looks like they just shit their pants 7 ways from Sunday, and they look at you guys and they get on their hands, and he's like, "We're so sorry, we didn't mean it," blah, blah, blah," just apologizing profusely.
Can I wanna look at one of them and tell him, tell your friend that I am sorry for stabbing him.
He's awake now.
Oh,
like, he's
I
on the
thought
ground.
I thought he left.
No, he was like, because the priest walked up, he was kind of just like,
Okay. I'm gonna look at him then. I'm telling him that I'm sorry for stabbing him.
he goes, he starts crying.
And at this point, since he's done, I'm just gonna look at him and go, leave my sight, and then
They all
turn
just
away.
scurry off.
Sorry, Rohan, didn't give you a chance to speak.
Sam,
that
is
you
there
would've
anything you
anyways.
wanted to add? Or do you just stare
What?
angrily? Is there anything you wanted to add to any of that, or you just stare angrily at them?
I can just
No.
imagine.
I'm just like thinking about the rate gun. I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
You're just
He's
side
deeply
glancing.
bothered by this.
You're just side glancing at the guy's rake, just like, what is it?
Are you sure you don't want to pick up that rake?
It's a magical item.
Well, actually, can I?
I mean, he left it, but you're kind of just taking a rake.
Yeah, dude,
This could
it's
be
this
useful.
legendary rake by the god rake, the rake god. Like, come on.
The god rake.
He
Alright,
fucking
so you
carried
guys,
me like 3 times.
Alright, so you guys take them. You guys all take your spot, threatening them a little bit. You guys gonna all take your spots back on the
Yes.
tall
With the
bearing
rake.
duty. After looting the rake from local man. Local man steals rake.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Florida man steals rake from dead body.
So you guys take the rake, can continue on your way. You get to the place where the site is, and Father Grimborough, kind of does a short little sermon. We're gathered here today to honor the. Or that's not his voice. Shit, I'm bad with voices. We're gathered here today to honor Professor. Forget his name. Professor Lormir. And he so on and so forth. And Kendra, after he's done, he goes, Kendra, if you have anything to add, she comes up, and you can tell she's just like on the verge of just collapsing. She goes, I remember many times my father, some of his more selfless acts, such as, he was always one to help others without even expecting any form of payment or help or repayment or any sort of thing that typically motivates someone to help others. He was always the first to charge in to help someone else and the last to leave if anybody was injured. And I'm just gonna miss him so much. And she just starts crying. And Grimborough walks up, puts a hand on her back and kind of leads her way to the side. And she goes, if you want to share anything, you can. And she gestures to the rest of you. So if any of you wanted to go up, you can go up there and make either a diplomacy check or a perform check.
Hang on. I gotta see if I'm good at any of those. What would that be under? Skills, right?
Skills.
Diplomacy. Where's performance? I'm just gonna stay there and nod at what the girl said.
All right. Does anybody want to recount any details of their time with the professor? It's not like you'll be penalized for doing it. It's
I know. I might actually.
You're just gonna be giving a speech about the professor was, I don't know.
Um, which one would be like? I guess a diplomacy I'd roll. For it?
Yeah, it would just be a diplomacy, like a straight diplomacy check.
Okay. I'll go up and say something. Let me
All right, go
roll
up there and. All right, now go ahead
15.
and start talking.
Um,
Role play it out.
I know. I'm trying to think. Give me a second. I didn't know the professor too well. He had hired me a good many times. We hadn't spoken too much. But from what I've learned from him, he was a very good man. And I just kind of stand there awkwardly because I don't know what else to say.
The priest kind of nods at you, gesturing you to step away.
I give him a nod and I walk back to the three that I was with.
Okay. Anyone else?
I will
I've
be.
spent my paisa.
I'm trying to find the trait again. I know. Give me just a second. I'm trying to remember.
I think you wrote it on your notes section.
I did. Here we are. I also have the actual up here, so. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try to perform just to make it interesting.
Roll
Hopefully
it.
I don't botch this. I will probably botch this.
You won't know until I tell you. So even once you roll, go ahead and
Oh.
go ahead and
Got the
give
same
your
roll as me.
speech.
So I'm doing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you would have done it regardless if pass or fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to go up and I'm recounting of the time during my travels.
Go ahead and do it out. Role play it out.
I am. There was a time that not too distant far that I happened to cross this man. He was one that truly, truly touched everybody around him. On this day that we were happened to meet, he was in dire need. He was being chased and bullied and toward well, I don't want to say tortured. Harassed by a group of thugs. They knew that he had information that would be beneficial to those that are not friends of our kingdom, of our lands. Being one of these lands, I could not allow this to pass. It was my sole duty to make sure that he did not suffer anymore. So I made sure and took the time to educate the thugs. After the time of this, I have grown to know him of our land and of heritages, and I have grown much, and he has taught me well, and he will be severely missed. And I'm kind of doing this in a sing-song voice, just kind of eloquently, because I'm obviously not speaking very eloquent. Um, so at the end, I just kind of close my eyes and bow my head, and then slowly walk away back to my spot.
Okay. And as pretty much everybody there is given, said their piece, they, lower him down and they bury him. And that is where we will end for the day.
All right.
Dun dun dun! So we know to watch out for Shira.
Oh.
We know to watch out for Shira.
No.
And I know y'all a bunch of shady fuckers. So
I'm not shady.
y'all make me very uncomfortable here.
Listen, I got my reasons.
What was that? That was a Python noise.
Let's say that's my Pfizer.
What are you doing?
You're having fun there?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
You have no idea how much fun I'm having. Alright, so, yeah, that is the end of today's session. That was a fun time.
Sure killed a man.
I
and
did
everybody's
not.
shitty as fuck.
I did not
It-
kill a man. I saved him.
Shira walked up to a villager who was armed with nothing but a farming sickle and drove a dagger right into his fucking ribs.
Because he attacked me first.
And then he spit on his corpse and pissed on. No.
Well, now I know to actually fight with my 2 weapons so that I actually fucking hit something.
Look, man, it happens. Sometimes the dice rolls are just not on your side. Trust me. If anyone understands shitty dice rolls,
Also,
it's me.
you guys should be happy that I didn't use my greatsword.
Well, that
Fucking
would have.
shit.
Shut the fuck up.
So there was some just farmers. Shut up. Oh, don't give him any food. Don't give him any food. No Humi food. I was just saying, in case you had fries. Bodhi, there was some just normal, like, farmers. Bodhi, shut the fuck up! I'm trying to tell you this
I don't
thing.
give a fuck about your fucking farmers. I don't give a fuck about your fucking cat.
You sound like Shira.
Alright, so
I don't give a fuck about.
Shira. The villagers were just like fighting them with like shitty little fucking farming tools, and Shira just walks up and fucking drives a dagger into one.
To be fair,
How
I
dare you
didn't.
disrespect the rig god?
To be fair, I did not walk up. He walked up to me, bounced off my armor, and I just went, no.
Nothing personal, kid. I expected Sam to do that, honestly, because Sam, like, when we were talking about his character, he's like, if anyone steps to me, I'ma fucking kill him. I was like, alright, Sam, whatever, dude. Like, if
Okay,
that's
I
how
can
you
do
really feel, if that's how you
I mean,
feel, dude,
I-
by all means.
that. No, because I was like, we don't want to kill the villagers. They're already dickheads to us. Like they're gonna hate us.
That's the exact reason why I did it. They already
Like,
hated
I
us.
don't want to kill them. I'm not like
If only
fucking.
there was
I'm not
mechanics for
insane.
this. Oh wait, there are.
Also, the reason I did that was because I kind of saw it as my character was already on edge because it's one of the few people in his travels that he actually somewhat became friends with or friendly with, and yeah, and he was just like, I just want to get this over with. He just didn't want to deal with this.
I mean, I wanted to do non-lethal damage, but I couldn't hit because of the rig god.
Maybe
Oh yeah, Sam also fought the rate god. He could not hit him.
I'm the only one that hit anybody.
hey,
Shira did. Shira fucking ran a man
Well,
through.
yeah.
To be fair, I did
I
miss once.
I choked him out. So that the
Yeah, you
I
did
That
choked
grab
did
out
him.
the
more
rig
damage
god.
than your weapon.
Because I only used one. Okay, get off my dick.
Also, if you didn't knock him out, I was going to try to just punch the other guy and try to knock him out.
Punch.
Yeah.
Oh, did the new fucking champ come out already?
I don't know.
Falcon punch?
Yes.
All right.
All right,
I'm gonna go to
if-
bed.
Yeah, same.
Y'all are
So-
lame.
If we can work on your character stuff, we can work on your Paisa and shit tomorrow, Sam, and I'll get that macro written for you as well, Shira, for the weapon.
Okay, thank you.
Or if you want to fill it out, you can. You shouldn't. You know how. So
Yeah, I might leave it to you because I don't want to mess it up.
yeah, okay.
When
no,
I
don't really care.
do this, do you guys see it?
What?
What?
What? Are you
when I
peeing?
rotate the pie stuff.
Yes.
Yes. So we see it upside down.
Yes. Okay.
Why would you do that?
Because it's funny.
And are we gonna do next Wednesday as well?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
looking at you, Oogie.
I don't have to work dinner next Wednesday, so it's fine.
Okay.
So I should be 100% available. If anything changes, though, I will definitely let people know.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Ilya, by the way. Do you want to know how many people were watching us do this?
Sure.
Seven.
You were close, but it was a little fluctuating through the night. When for the first bit of it, we had 8. And then
And then
throughout,
everybody was like, "Man, this guy fucking sucks at DMing," and they just left.
no, and then we were hovering around like 7 through 5.
Yeah, that's all because of the rate god. Like they know.
Yeah,
They
they're all
knew.
just.
know.
I'm gonna make that guy a reoccurring NPC. Let me write that in the
Please
fucking.
do. That's amazing.
What did I say? His name
Yeah.
was Peter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Peter.
no, you said Peter. Yes, Peter.
He was like Peter or Pete. But I like
Badass NPC.
Because I thought of Peter Parker when you said that. I remember.
Peter, the rake god.
The rate god.
he's gonna hunt down Sam for his rake. He needs to get his rake back. We're just gonna be like in the middle of a dungeon. He's just gonna like we're gonna open a door. He's gonna be there like, yo, you stole my rake.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking hunt you down with a vengeance. He's gonna, you took my rake!
My cabbages!
You will perish for taking the rake!
Oh my god.
Alright. Good night!
Good night.
Good night.
Alright. Let me. Uh... Oh, Atomic Turtle 31. Thank you for following. I don't know how long you've been watching, but we're about to end it. We just finished the first session of or session 0 of our Pathfinder thing. So, oh, your name is not Logie, it's Ow. Okay, I forgot your thing was Atomic Turtle. Um, I'm gonna host Bofi. She does Final Fantasy stuff. Alright. Thank you guys for joining us. I'll see you guys probably next time we do raids. So, bye!